Chapter 7. Into the Shadows. The jungle seemed to be closing in on us as we ran. The vines felt tighter, the trees closer, as if the forest itself was determined to trap us. My breath came in ragged gasps, and my legs burned as I pushed forward, cutting through the underbrush with my Terra blade. The air was thick with humidity, making my clothes stick to my skin. Each step felt like a battle against the living jungle, and somewhere behind us, the Terrasaur foxes and their masters were closing in, their snarls echoing through the trees like a death sentence. Their bodies were like living stone, jagged and rough, with cracks that glowed like molten lava. Their fangs, sharp and burning, dripped with magma that hissed when it touched the ground, leaving scorched patches in their wake. We'd seen a brief glimpse of them before Mr. Bandit had called the retreat and called for backup. The pack of Terrasaur's claws carved smouldering paths through the underbrush as they prowled closer, their glowing eyes fixed on us like embers in the dark. I wasn't sure what scared me more, the sound of their pursuit or the fact that I couldn't see them coming at me from behind. My imagination filled in the gaps, glowing eyes peering through the shadows, sharp fangs ready to tear into us the moment we faltered.
"Move!"
Chome's voice rang out, urgency mixed with his commanding tone.
"We've got incoming!"
I didn't need to look back to know how close they were. I could hear the thud of their paws pounding against the earth and the snap of branches breaking underfoot. My chest ached as I forced myself to keep moving, heart thundering as if it were trying to outrun the danger on its own. Ahead of me, Titch led the charge, her Terra lash clenched tightly in one hand, her blade swinging wildly in the other. Sweat dripped down her forehead, but she didn't slow. None of us could afford to. The sounds of the Terrasaurs weren't just closing in, they were surrounding us, herding us like prey. Chome's maul hummed faintly as he swung it behind us, knocking one of the foxes off its feet. I heard the sharp yelp, but it wasn't enough to stop the rest of the pack. "We're being corralled," I realised out loud, my voice breathless.
"Yeah, no kidding,"
Chome grunted, swinging again as another fox darted toward him. The creature narrowly avoided the blow and slunk back into the shadows. My mind raced. If the Terrasaurs were pushing us in a specific direction, that meant they had backup waiting. We weren't just running for our lives, we were running into a trap. It happened fast, too fast. Titch was the first to see them. A group of wakers emerged from the shadows in the clearing ahead, their masked faces hidden by hoods and their weapons drawn. One of them stepped forward, his voice smooth and deliberate. "You don't have to keep running. Our leader has taken a special interest in you," he said, gesturing to Titch and me specifically. "Join us. There's no need for this fight. We know what the Academy hides. We can show you the truth." I tightened my grip on my Terra blade, my pulse quickening. "Not interested," I spat, taking a proactive step closer to Titch. Beside me, Chome shifted his stance, his maul humming faintly. "A pity." I barely had time to register his words before movement flickered at the edge of my vision, a waker lunging straight at me from the shadow of the forest, blade flashing. I couldn't think, let alone move fast enough. Then, Mr. Bandit was there, shoving me aside, stepping between me and the attack. His weapon met the wakers in a violent clash, metal ringing against metal. Sparks flew. But the distraction left him open. A Terrasaur fox burst from the underbrush, fangs bared, claws glowing like molten steel. It lunged. Mr. Bandit slashed at it, his blade connecting with its stone face, leaving a deep gash. It landed and spun unexpectedly. Mr. Bandit barely had time to turn before it crashed into him, raking its claws down his side. He hit the ground hard, a ragged grunt tearing from his throat. The jungle went still. The fox that had attacked Mr. Bandit prowled a few steps back, molten claws carving into the dirt as it shook the drops of molten lava like blood that ran from its face. I could hear Mr. Bandit's ragged breathing, but none of us dared to move. The wakers were watching. Then, finally, the masked figure sighed. "That's disappointing." His tone cold now, "but you'll be coming with us, whether you agree or not.